things you said to me? What about the shit you read to me? What about the buffalo? The buffalo, the buffalo. What about the things you kept from me? What about the shit you left to say? I'm not good, I said. I'm not good, I said. I'm not good. What about the movie nights? What about your appetites? What about the things you plan to be? What about the door you broke on me? What about the stolen car? Look at you, a rising star. What about the cars returned to me? What about the times you burned a ghost? What about the cold hard facts and the evidence that stacks against your true love? What did you do, love? Oh, what about the disappearing acts, the bottom tracks? You're not here, love. Not one more to your love. What are we supposed to do? All of us that count on you. What the fuck was up with you? What about the time you cried? You were cracking up inside. You were screaming suicide. What about, I said, I'm like, I said, what about, I said, I'm not good, I said, what about the cold hard facts and the evidence that stands against your true love? What did you do, love? What about the disappearing acts and the blood on the tracks? Now you're not here, love. Not one moment's here, love. What about you? What about the climbing flights? What about the minor crimes? Come on, what about the Valentine's times goes? What about the killing time? On the couch, on the deck, about some time. What about when you were crying? What about, I'm like, ooh, I said, what about, I'm like, ooh, I'm like, ooh, I said, oh, what about, what about everything we've been through? What about us?